Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be watching Riverdale Season 4, Episode 5. This one is called Witness for the Prosecution. Just want to let you guys know that I am not up to date with Riverdale. Because I binged it and I watched up to Episode 4, I had several episodes stored to edit, and I ran out of my other shows because I was so far ahead in Riverdale as far as how many episodes I had saved up, that I ran out of my other shows. So in order to save time, I skipped over Riverdale when I did my reactions, because I had some to edit already. So, but now I am out of everything. And so I need to get back into reacting for Riverdale. So I've sort of had a kind of like a 2-month break, because it's been about 2 months since I've seen an episode of Riverdale. But you know, I've still been editing a Riverdale episode every week, so it's like I'm not having like a total break, but just sort of a little one. And yeah, so I'm excited to get back into it. It's been kind of nice having a little break, because as you guys know, I've not really been loving Riverdale since season 3, and I haven't like hated season 4 except for episode 3. But it's still not like where I was expecting it to be, so I was kind of still disappointed in it. But we'll see where it goes. I hear it's really good, and the second half of the season is supposed to be like really crazy or something, which may or may not be a good thing for Riverdale. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get into a new episode. I think the show is actually already had its winter break, and I think that it's supposed to come back this month. It's January 10th right now. My birthday's in 2 days, so yay, I'm gonna have a birthday, get older. Yay, that's just what I want. But yeah, so yeah, I think it's coming back, or maybe it's already back. I don't know. I don't really look into it because I don't want to accidentally get spoiled. But I do think it's coming back this month sometime. So anyway, if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, would like to get early access to my reactions, and would like to watch the full reactions over on my Patreon, links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
I'm gonna need a mask.
I swear to God, if he comes walking out in tights and a fucking mask,
Riverdale's was Archie Andrews.
Turn this off.
High school athlete by day, would-be crime fighter by night.
Why the hell are you walking through an alley? In the dark. That's what you get, stupid.
You can join me for my first junior FBI class.
The one that your hot half-brother's teaching?
Yes. I asked Charles if you could enroll, and he said everyone's welcome.
Remind me, is your brother gay or straight?
I actually have no idea, but seniors from a bunch of different high schools have signed up, so who knows? Maybe you'll meet a cute gay FBI agent in training.
I've heard the federal prosecutor's going after your father pretty hard.
Oh, believe me, I know. I've been meeting with her on the DL. Goals for this week? Get Mom out of jail and make sure Daddy stays rotting in his.
I thought she wasn't taking anybody's side. Didn't she like this
when you drugged me,
big,
Donna?
Huge musical number and press conference where she said she was on her side only?
Stonewall 4 is supposed to be an urban legend, but when I checked the town
I'm a little confused.
4 people had actually gone missing over the last 30 years. It's exactly what happened to Moose.
Marmaduke is fine. He's just busy in basic training. We've been texting.
It could be anybody.
My mind is blown. Mr. Chipping, I used to love these books when I was a kid. They were my gateway drug into serious crime fiction.
Oh, then you're in luck. To celebrate the publication of 10 Little Boy Scouts, Stonewall Prep is throwing me a little wine and cheese, to which you were all invited. As are the previous ghostwriters.
You're so excited.
They're probably gonna ask you if you doctored LeBonois' books to make my father look guilty.
Which I did. And I have no regrets about that, Veronica. You needed the help. But I cannot place my hand on a Bible and say otherwise.
Let me get into it with the federal prosecutor. But don't worry, Pop. I'm not gonna let you get caught up in this.
A little late for that, don't you think, Veronica?
Your father's broken many laws, Veronica. But those books you provided the FBI proving Hiram's guilt are at the heart of our case.
Call me as a witness. I'll testify that I was the one who tasked Pop with doctoring the books. as a last resort because my father was extorting me, which is the truth. Once I do that, I doubt they'll want to spend much time talking about any books.
Okay.
I can't believe that this lawyer is taking an advice from a high schooler.
Killers. Any guesses on which one of these men is the murderer?
It's the third man.
Yeah.
That's correct, Betty. How did
One
you
of
know
the glasses, right?
I don't know. Just intuition.
Like beautiful mind, but for serial killers.
Now, can any of you guess what the
Thank
murderers
you.
all have in common?
Nothing. Isn't that kind of the point?
Actually, they all have one thing in common. Specific set of genes.
They discovered that you have the MAOA and the CDH13 genes.
Also known as
Serial killer genes.
I don't trust anything that comes out of Charles' mouth after he was tapping Betty's phone, so.
Hey, Dad.
I think he's just using
Have
it.
you seen my Baxter Brothers
The
books?
nonsense
I took them out of the trailer
that
before it
came
burned.
from the farm
thrown them away.
on Betty for some reason.
This is Francis J. DuPont, the originator of the Baxter Brothers franchise and the very first Franklin P. Paxton.
And you're going to pick one of us?
Keep it in your pants, Jones.
Every Baxter Brothers author, beginning with Mr. DuPont himself, has gone to Stonewall Prep.
We are always looking for young and clever minds to keep our adventures fresh and relevant. Now, if you're interested in the job, you'll have to write the first 3 chapters of the next Baxter Brothers novel and an outline for the rest of it.
Well, obviously, I'm winning this. Is there any particular style or subject area?
We have not yet decided on a theme, but we'll let you know.
Hey! Get the hell away from that car!
Now you're gonna look like you're the one that was trying to steal the car.
Who are you?
Hey, you're one of your kids.
You run with Dodger? Get the hell out of here. Go! Tell him it's over. Tell him he's done for.
Anyone running with Dodger's crew is going to end up in juvie or in an early grave. And trust us, you don't want to go to juvie.
Look, if even one of you guys gets arrested, this whole place gets shut down. So new rule. If you run with Dodger's crew, then you're not welcome here. That's it. No exceptions. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Aren't you guys seniors? What happens when you graduate and go to college?
That's months away, Toby.
Yeah, but what happens? You said it yourself. They're trying to shut you down. Why? Because of us. Because no one wants us. At least Dodger cares.
Dodger only cares about the money you can bring in. We want you here, but you can't have it both ways. You have to choose.
Yes, they chose.
Prosecution claims they found the bag there.
If it was planted later.
Thank you, Sheriff. Your witness, counselor.
The cabin where you claim to have shot Tallboy. Do you know who owns that cabin, Sheriff?
I assumed it was Hiram's.
This is a copy of the lease. Kindly read the owner's name.
Hermione Lodge.
Order. Order. Your grandfather was an excellent writer. Tell me, how's he doing? Does he still write?
I actually don't know. I've never met him. Up until this exact moment, I didn't even know he was a writer.
A bit of a brawler, too. Forsythe got into all kinds of rabble-rousing before he left Stonewall.
Is that why he left? He was kicked out for fighting?
Oh, it was so long ago, I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I will never forget his talent. We would read his works in class, and I couldn't believe that a teenager wrote them. Does your father write?
No, he's a sheriff.
Would you invite your father to the reception tomorrow? I would love to meet Forsythe's son.
Yeah, I'll see if he can come.
There's no magic wand that can make this just go away.
What if there were one? And my mother changed her plea to guilty?
Veronica.
Look, Mom, we've got to be realistic here. Why not admit to what everyone already knows before something else, something worse comes out?
Veronica, your mother would go to prison, probably for the rest of her life.
Not if we get someone with a magic wand to pardon her.
That can only happen at the state level. So unless you're friends with Governor Dooley.
I wouldn't say friends exactly, but we do have a history.
I wanted to ask you about Grandpa. Did you know he was a writer?
Did his grandpa really start the books?
Where'd you hear that?
One of his old classmates is visiting Stonewall Prep. They actually have a reception later if you want to come and hang out.
What, waste a day with a bunch of blue bloods who think they're better than me? No.
You're the one that pushed me to go to Stonewall.
Yeah.
Prep.
Hell, you probably make me put on a tie and a blazer. And just so you know, my old man wasn't a writer. He was a dropout, all right? He couldn't hold down a job. He was a mean drunk who took all of his anger out on me and on your grandma. It was the best day of my life when he skipped out on us. So do I want to hear about what a great writer he was back in high school? No.
I'm really confused about his
Governor
attitude.
Dooley, you made it.
Oh, no, not again.
Yes, again. As you know, my mother's on trial. If she pleads guilty, I need you to grant her a pardon immediately. In exchange, I won't release this file of incriminating evidence.
It wouldn't be a proper reunion without a little game of murder.
For neophytes, the rules are as follows. Everyone draws a card. Whoever picks murderer must walk amongst us, winking at their prey. If you are winked at, you die 5 seconds later. Down to the wire, boys.
It's Jughead. He's the murderer.
Yeah.
Too late.
Because I
He
just killed you.
winked.
No, I knew it was him beforehand. I win.
I'm sorry, Brett. I can't hear you because you're dead.
No, I'm not.
Boys, let's be men about this. It's clear that Jughead Jones won the game fair and square, and
Exactly.
what a formidable murderer he was.
By studying childhood diaries of serial killers, we can gain invaluable insight into how their minds work.
I think Charles is screwing with her head.
Your Honor.
Is this gonna work or something gonna happen? Because they got that
to change my
weird
plea.
lady that's
I,
here.
Hermione Apollonia Lodge, plead guilty to the charges against me.
Yeah, like who's this woman?